Yo, what's up, guys? It's Jordan. Hope everybody's having a great day so far. Today's video is going to be another one of the live trade recordings from the live stream this morning. We made about $1,000 trading MNQ, so I want to really highlight the composure we had during this trade. We got very close to stopping out, but just trusting the model, trusting our plan, trusting our stop loss, and just waiting for that PT did us very well this morning. So wanted to highlight that, show some clips from the stream. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe on the channel if you do. And we'll see you in the next one. Tapped in here. All right, we've seen everything we wanted. This is even cleaner than earlier, in my opinion. But it's just a matter of does it go? We've seen what we wanted. This is the exact same model we've traded on the past, I don't know, 6 trades. So it's the exact same thing. Stop gets moved to highs. First PT is going to be 45 points. Extended position if we get more sell orders into those lows. I want to run something real quick, though, because these lows are smart to trim at, but if I can, I would like to actually hold for these liquidity lows for the first trim. So something I want to run is a standard deviation. Let's just... Where's standard deviation end up? At those lows. We'll see. For now, I'm going to leave initial PT there. Stops are in at highs. We've seen our inversion. We've seen our change in the state of delivery. We've seen an internal SMT as well, the higher time frame SMT. If the bulls are really strong, then they push it higher and they take NQ to new highs. If not, we've gotten everything we want to see, and I want to see this sell model play out and hit first target at 612.50. So we let price print and let the model play. How do you get the second bar on your chart like that, Jordy? It's an indicator. It's called PO3, power of 3. PO3. You can change it to whatever candle, whatever whatever time frame you want. So ES trying to get back over those highs again. I don't want to see ES get strong, aggressive displacement above these buy-side levels, the 4-hour high that it just took. I do not want to see that. So if I see that, it's very likely I'm going to get stopped out. If we see ES start to displace over those highs that we just swept, right, I don't want to see that happening. That's an indication that we're likely to get stopped out. But so far, we are seeing the rejection. It's just a matter of, like, that can change so quickly. So you guys can see I'll try and distract myself. I'll go on my phone. I'll just, like, it doesn't matter. We don't need to look at the chart, right? Orders are in. Let it print. We did get a change in the state back on the 1 minute. That will happen on the lower time frames plenty. So keeping an eye on that. We are trying to hold that at the moment. I don't really like how we're holding that change in the state personally. Let's see if ES is starting to displace. It's starting to have that look, which I don't particularly love. No real aggression seeing at the highs yet. Here it comes, though. So again, if ES is displacing above that 4-hour high, it's an indication. I don't want to see this displacement over these highs here. Not particularly good for us. That's all right. We have risk in play. Happy with however the trade goes. These candlesticks here are kind of wild. ES really trying hard to get that aggression going. Unfortunately, since NQ is the lagging asset, and it's not the asset that actually took highs, and we're playing the SMT off of that, this is when, like, we can get stopped at the internal high and still have the SMT in place. But that would just mean we get stopped and look for another entry model if it's there. ES. It's all about ES here at this buy side area. It's what it's all about for me. The problem is we've gotten displacement over it and now we're back testing it, right? So we don't really want to see that. We want to see us rug back under, and the market is showing us right now that it doesn't really want to do that at the moment. So looking likely that we get stopped here unless ES wants to get fucking rugged right here from buy side. But again, what do you want to see at buy side or at any sell side too, at any liquidity areas, right? When we're looking to take entries off of those areas, you want to see a peak of the head and then right back under, right? And then the other asset hold that SMT. So just something I'm noticing. Preparing. Gotta prepare. I am targeting that internal low that we made at 11 o'clock. That's 612.50. That's going to be first trim at 45 points. I would like to hold lower for first trim into like 85 points. But to be honest, since it's been a slow start to the week, we didn't have any trades yesterday. I'm happy with shaving off majority position, taking 45 points for first PT. I'm happy to get started on the week with that. And then if we get the runner to go to these lower sell side levels, that's great, right? If that happens, awesome. If not, I know I already covered profit and I'm not worried about that happening, right? So that's what's going through my mind right now, or else I probably would have first PT down here, to be honest. But I want to pick up that low hanging fruit, as we call it, if it gives it to me, right? So still just really struggling around this buy side level. Not a whole lot of clarity around this area at the moment, except for the change in the state on the 1 minute is now bearish, just flipped back bearish. Kind of an unfavorable environment on the even lower time frame, like lower than 1 minute, right? If you're looking at like a 30-second time frame, it's very just jumbled, right? So, yeah, we're just letting it play. Let price print. Simple as that, y'all. Simple as that. We're nothing more than analysts reacting to data. Data gets shown to me. I react. I put risk on when my plan says to. And we sit out when the plan says to. Simple. All I'm doing is following a plan. I have no thought of money in my mind right now. I have no thought of, oh, I might lose. Oh, I might win. I might make this much. I'm not even looking at the P&L. I don't care. I know it's up on my screen. I'm aware of it there. I'm not even looking at it. It doesn't matter to me. All that matters is, am I improving as a trader? Am I setting risk where I should be? Am I being an analyst? Am I reacting to the data correctly? As long as I'm doing all those things correctly, win or lose does not matter, because if I lose, I will manage my risk correctly. And if I win, I'm going to let those profits run correctly. So a matter of win or lose does not even occur in my mind. It's a matter of risk management and am I reacting to the data correctly shown? If I am, there's no wrong move, even if I take a loss. It's all a W if I'm following my plan. You know what's a loss? You know what's actually a loss? Making a shitload of money, not knowing what the hell you're doing. Making a shitload of money off of bad habits, because then what happens is you think that's normal. And you keep doing those bad habits that over long enough time drain your money instead of actually make you money. Right? All about good habits, guys. All about good habits. Back at break even, we are not in the clear whatsoever. There will be not a single celebration until we get first trim. It does not matter if we're in profit, if the trade is going our way. There is zero celebrations until money is in our pocket. And that means first trim is taken. We've not seen that yet. That does not happen. Zero celebrations. Doesn't matter where we are. We let price print. I don't want us to sweep this low. I want to see us get distribution through this low on NQ and ES, not just one. Because then there's potential SMTs forming against me. Very back and forth here. No change in the state on the 1 minute back to the upside quite yet. Although it looks like we're holding the 5 minute change in the state, which isn't exactly great for us. That means we could potentially drift higher. That has reason for us to go higher. Now, it might just be higher to these internal highs. But again, since I'm trading the lagging asset and not the asset that actually took buy side, I am susceptible to getting stopped at these internal highs versus at the actual highs where I would want to. Now, of course, I could have set my risk there and taken less contracts. For this, I did not want to do that. I wanted to take my full amount of contracts and risk these highs because I do think that's the SMT high. But of course, I could be wrong, right? And if I get wrong, then we get stopped here. We could potentially peak over this high and have our same model play out, right? So just something to note. We are holding that 5-minute change in the state, which kind of concerns me, but we can absolutely lose it if we get the selling needed. It's just a matter of right now we're kind of in this unfavorable price action going back and forth. So you just got to sit through it and don't let the emotions make decisions for you. Holding the gap we just made. Music's probably louder because I was like far away. Ooh. Yeah, it's better when I talk into the mic a little bit more. Yeah. It's just because I'm back here. So like when I'm quiet, it's a little, yeah. But when I'm up on you, it sounds good. Jordy's in the zone. Gotta be, man. Again, I'm sure there's people watching that like were watching when I was here and like, oh my god, is it gonna get stopped out? Oh my god. And it's just like, dude, none of it matters. None of it matters. All that matters is we are analysts reacting to data, putting risk on when necessary. That's it. I don't care that it got close to my stop. I don't care that we went slightly in profit. None of it matters. All irrelevant. Only thing that's relevant is, do we hit stop? Do we hit first trim? Did I trade this correctly? That's all that matters. The money will fall in my lap. None of it matters, right? Play your plan. Exactly. Everybody. And if your plan is different from mine, that's fine. Play your plan. I want you guys to play your conviction. That's why I do this. I don't want you to just fucking follow my trades. You'll probably lose. Not because my trades are bad, but because you don't know why I'm trading the way I am. You don't know what I see, right? Unless I'm explaining it to you, which I try and do. But, like, obviously, if you don't know what I'm saying or understand the model, you don't know what I'm seeing, right? I want to teach to fish, not, I don't want to just give out money because if I do that, then you'll never earn it yourself, right? Can't just give out plays. Got to teach it. Let's see. We're trying to break these liquidity lows. We could absolutely SMT these lows. Market NQ could take these lows and ES holds. But I would like to see distribution to my target. Rather than that, we're going to find out. Get comfy, man. We just swept that low. ES is currently holding the low. Now, you guys have seen me a lot of the time. If I see an SMT form against me, I will decide to trim. I am not deciding to do that here. Why? Risk to reward. I'm sorry, I do not wake up and work so hard to trim for 5 points. There's not a world where I do that. So, is there a potential SMT forming against me right now? Yes, there is. Can I trim? I cannot. Initial risk stays in play. If we get an SMT against us, so be it. It happens. If not, ES distributes to the low. We end up selling and getting to our target. I agree. Zero. Bottle those emotions and toss them out the cooler. Facts, man. They don't help you, so throw them the fuck out. ES is holding that low. Not particularly good for us, but we could still see it sell off. You've seen it plenty of times where we trim it at SMT low and end up getting our target anyway. I would like to see that happen, especially because this is an internal low being swept, and it's not like a very important internal low, if that makes sense. None of these lows here are super high value to me. This one is the highest value. Why? Because if we sweep this low, under it is a fair value gap. So I still cannot trim there. It's too small of points. I cannot take profits. It doesn't matter. If I were to take profits here, this would be, it's like 10 points. Yeah, I don't trade for that. Now, I'm not looking down on you. If you guys scalp and you're taking profits for 10, 20 points, I'm not looking down on you. It's just not my style of trading. I'm sorry. I don't wake up every fucking day, work so hard to trade around and make 20 points, bro. Like, I hit big. I'm not looking to trade that. I'm actually kind of salty that my first trim is at 45 points. A lot of people will probably look at 45 points and be like, that's great. No, it's not relative to what I normally make. I'm normally hitting first trim at 60, 70, 80 points. So to take first trim at 45 points is not ideal, but it is a big spot that I definitely want to be trimming at. So that's why first target is there. But 45 points ain't shit, bro. 45 points is not shit. You guys have seen some of the trades we've caught. 45 points ain't nothing, bro. Ain't nothing, bro. Let price print. We swept those lows. We did sweep those lows on on NQ. I still want to see us push lower because I think we've hit the higher time frame draw for the bulls today at least. Not saying we can't go higher into tomorrow, into daily buy side levels. We absolutely can. But for the day, I would think buy side, the draw to the upside has been taken. But of course, I could be wrong, right? If ES holds that higher low and NQ sweeps the low and we get displacement to the upside, a change in the state, that could be a potential internal buy model towards higher time frame buy side. So just be aware. Again, doesn't matter. Oh, Jordan, you're in profit. Doesn't matter. No celebrations till first trim. See, and this is exactly why most people can't handle trading, because they get a little bit in the green and they psych themselves up. They're like, oh, we're making money. And then it goes back red and then they're sad and they can't handle the fluctuation of emotions, where if they just didn't hype themselves up at all to begin with, and you don't get hyped unless you secure money or stop out. No getting happy of it's going in your direction. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it goes in your direction if it hasn't hit target, right? You see that with a lot of people. It starts going in their favor. Start screenshotting and shit. Bro, you haven't even covered any. Why are you screenshotting? You've got to lose, bro. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. It's hilarious, bro. You see it every day with these fucking retail traders, bro. It's ridiculous. And yes, of course, I am a retail trader, but obviously, we all know we do not. The community I'm building here, we do not think like retail traders. It's not what we do, right? We have swept that low and it's holding as of now. Now, how do we know we're potentially getting the buy model? Simple. Do we get a change in the state? No change in the state quite yet. Change in the state is going to be at this candle high. Change in the state would be there to the upside. And it would be, we need to fill through the fair value gap, so we need to fill through this. So if the 1 minute right now, if we get a bunch of aggression to the upside through this and we end up getting a change in the state back to the upside, that's not good for us. I'm going to tell you right now, that's not good for us shorts, because that's an internal buy model that could potentially play out. And if it's an internal buy model, where is it going to trade to? Liquidity highs, internal highs, which is where I would get stopped out, right? So got to be aware of that. I don't want to see a change in the state to the upside here. That would be very bad. But obviously not a big deal. If we get stopped out, we get stopped out. But definitely don't want to see that, because we want to make some money today. We want to make some money today. But if we stop, it happens. Not a big deal. I don't want to see us run through this gap. And it looks like we're going to try to. I want to see continued rejection. If we have to, we retest the inverse, and that's as far as we go. I don't want to see higher than that inverse, really, which would be a change in the state as well. Yeah, I don't want to see that. But we might, so prepare for it. Well, I'm not saying 2-0. Like, you can absolutely collect a bag scalping. You can. You do it like Frank and Emp do it. Like, you can collect a bag scalping, man. You can do amazing scalping futures. Again, it's just not really my style, you know? Again, because when I'm scalping like that, I have no conviction. I'm going to tell you right now. The most conviction I have is this is a big level. I hope it holds. Like, that's the only, you know what I mean? And it's like, fuck, I like to have more conviction with that. With this, I just have, dude, every single trade I take has the same points of confluence. High time frame PD array, SMT, inversion, change in the state delivery. It makes it so simple, you know? It's not like, oh, one time I'm buying off this liquidity level and I'm hoping, and then another time I'm following the trend, buying off a 9 EMA, hoping that it holds. You know what I mean? And it's not that you can't, but look at it from this perspective. If I'm looking at it from the perspective of I want to be as good as I possibly can and I want to take actions towards that, is this the best model for me to do? Is this the best way for me to do that? And the answer for me is no. It feels like gambling. Yes. And now for some people it's not. For some people they have their conviction, they do their thing, and they scalp fucking 30 points and they kill it. They scalp 20 points, they kill it. For me, I just don't have conviction on any trade that happens in 5 seconds, dude. I don't have conviction. How do you have conviction for that? You know what I mean? Like for me, it just doesn't. It doesn't make sense. So again, you guys know I like to have conviction with my trades, heavy conviction, confidence, right? And just from the back testing we've done, and we're gonna keep running with that. But again, I do not look down on the people that are scalping 20 points. I love it, man. You do you. I want you to play your plan. I'd rather you play your plan. It's just a matter of, it's not my style. But I absolutely don't look down on anybody. I understand why people scalp, and it can be very good, honestly, especially in certain environments. Trying to get bought up here. Don't love that candle wick. I thought we were going to distribute to the lows here. You can see we're continuing. We're trying to make higher lows from the low we swept on NQ and making the higher low on ES. So we do have this against us here. So we do have an SMT against us. I usually trim when I see an SMT form against me. Again, Jordan, why haven't you trimmed? Because the most I was in profit on this trade was 15 points. There is no world where I take profits for 15 points. It just doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. I'd rather this rip and hit my stop loss than trim for that. That's what it comes down to. I would rather take the loss in having the conviction that we go lower than trim for this small of profit. It's as simple as that. Now, if we were at an area where, let's say I was up 60 points here. If I'm up 60 points and I see an SMT form against me, I'm absolutely trimming. I've hit a beautiful target. I've hit 60 points. I have the market actively telling me that there's something potentially forming against me that I need to be aware of. So I trim because it's within my risk to reward. In this case, this is not within my risk to reward, so we are forced to hold. The best I could do here is tighten up my stops a little bit, but at this point, I'm not willing to do that. I'd rather keep initial risk in play, especially because my risk is great here. I'm happy to keep initial risk in play in this moment. So, oh, first target about to get hit. This is crazy. I don't know what just happened, what news came out, or what. I don't know what just happened. First target, bang, hit. Stops get moved to break even. No exceptions. We cannot lose on this trade. That was huge, guys. That was huge. That happened really fast. We move our profit target down to 569. Clip it, clip it, clip it, clip it. Stops at break even, slightly in profit. Clip that shit. That happened so fast. Hello. Bing bada bing. PT hit, motherfuckers. Now you can celebrate. Now you want to celebrate a little bit? You can. Stops at break even. You can't lose on the trade. You want to celebrate a little bit? Go ahead, little Johnny. Go ahead, little Johnny. Celebrate a little bit, little Johnny. Go ahead. Bang, bang. You can celebrate now. It's okay. That's all right. Beautiful. Beautiful day, guys. That came out of nowhere. We let price print, guys. We let price print. Yo, what's up, AJ? First time chatter. How we doing, brother? Thanks for all the follows, for all the new people that just came in and are giving us follows. Appreciate y'all. Just caught a beautiful trade. We did enter this and do all this live. So I know you guys can't look back on the stream right now, but when the stream does end later, you guys can watch this back. I'll also post the live trade recording on YouTube for anybody that may have missed it. So feel free. We had 5 contracts on. We just caught 45 points to the downside. We took first trim here at this internal low. I'm looking to see if we can get even lower with my last runner. If not, I have stops at break even. So it's just a matter of how much money we make here. Obviously, it's only one runner, so I don't have a lot of size on anymore. But still a beautiful trade. Happy with the day. We did it across 3 different accounts as well. So in these 2 Express accounts and this 1 Combine. So it's I don't know how much we're up. I don't look at my P&L until the day is done. So we'll see how much I'm up here later. But yeah, beautiful trade. Stops at break even. We can't lose now. And we let the trade play out. We let price print. Hey, appreciate all the follows, guys. Everybody coming from spaces. Again, if you missed the trade, don't worry. I'm going to post the live trade recording to YouTube. And then I'll also, if you're impatient and you don't like to watch long videos, which I totally understand, I will be posting the shorter video on TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, all that jazz. So if you want to watch like the shorter video of it, that'll be there as well. Yeah, welcome everybody from spaces. W's, baby. W's. Beautiful trade. Honestly, 45 points is all right. That's, we generally target way bigger than 45 points, but it was the low-hanging fruit in this setup, and I was happy to take some profits there, and I'm very happy to take some profits there, seeing how hard we bounced from that internal liquidity low. So very happy with the trade so far. We're going to let it play out with the last runner and see where price wants to go. So, yeah. I don't know what music's playing. Oh, perfect. Little baby. Perfect. Jelly at Beachcomber. Who we got? See Me Now, AJ. 4. I almost said 4 margarita. I might need 4 margaritas after this day, but yeah, no. 4 Margiela? I hope I said that right. Oh my gosh, I'm probably butchering these names, but all the new follows. Appreciate you guys. Yo, yo. So we're slapping price print the rest of this trade. If we want to go take those lower lows at 569, that'd be beautiful. We get a even higher target there. But I've already scaled out majority of the position, so I don't care what happens here. If we get stopped at break even, fine. We get stopped at break even, fine with it. If we get stopped, or if we get full take profit, fine with me. Either way, we have won the trade. Now we see what happens on the runner. 0. I'm broke. Hey, Callie Sampson with the follow. Appreciate you. Hope everybody's having a great day. I didn't trade yesterday, so a little bit of a slower start to the week for me. I generally don't trade Mondays, though, anyway. So this is the first profits on the futures account for the week. Ideally here we this SMT low is invalidated now. Ideally we pop up to this fair value that we just made and reject it and continue lower. Now, if we want to, we did get a change in the state of delivery already to the upside. We got a change in the state of delivery on the 1 minute to the upside here. So I'm noticing that, and if we do hold that and then run through this gap with aggression, then, we might be getting a little bit of an internal buy model back to these highs, which I'd have to watch out for, right? So, and I get stopped at break even with that. So just keeping aware. Ideally, we stay we keep bearish order flow in this gap here and continue lower back down to these lows and continue selling to the next price target. We'll see. We will see. The boys are gambling in the chat. Let's go, baby. Let's go. The boys are gambling in the chat. God, I wish everybody was in here like 20 minutes ago, man. You guys would have seen the entry for this and everything. Fuck. I wish the crew was in here a little earlier. It's okay though. All good. All good. All good. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. We capitalize anyway. Dude, I was on my phone and I looked up and I just saw that candle come out of nowhere. And when I saw the aggression on the candle, I instantly knew. I was like, we're hitting target, baby. Let's go. When I saw the aggression like really show up on the candle, I was like, we're so locked in. We're good. We're fucking on, baby. Let's go. And hey, was I a little bummed that I missed my initial trade this morning? Absolutely, man. I could have had a beautiful trade to these sell side levels. But we remain, you know, headstrong. We remain looking for our model, and we ended up finding a great trade after all, right? So, all in all, guys, that just goes to show. I know it can be very frustrating when you maybe see your model play out, you didn't get your entry, or something happens, you end up taking a loss, and then it goes in your favor. It just goes to show, though, stay headstrong, you know, don't let the emotions get to you too much. If you see your model playing again, I mean, put on the risk. Again, we're just analysts. I'm nothing more than an analyst. I'm not thinking about dollars. I'm not thinking about anything, but I've seen what I want to see. I put on risk in the correct areas, and I put my take profits in the correct areas, and nothing more, nothing less. We don't think about making money. We don't think about, I could have won this trade. I could have lost this trade, win or lose what. It doesn't matter. All that matters is risk management. And am I playing my model correctly? If I'm doing that, I don't care if I take a win or a loss. It's all a W if I was following my plan. If I take a loss, but I was following my plan perfectly, that is not an L. That is a massive W on the day. It's unfortunate that I happened to lose money, but I did everything I was supposed to, so it's a W. Simple as that. Looks like we're going to get stopped at break even. Beautiful. I'll take that all day across the 3 accounts. I don't know how much profit this is. It's not going to be massive profit at all. It's definitely going to be a smaller profit day, given that our first profit target was 40 points. With 4 contracts, I don't know how much that is. That's like $300, 300 something bucks, maybe 300 something bucks. I don't know. Nothing crazy, but across the 3 accounts, which is decent. And a decent start to the week, right? I'll take that start to the week. Absolutely. After not trading yesterday. So we'll check the actual profits once this trade is done. And then I should be fairly close to passing the eval, the last eval for the 50K account, because we are, just for anybody that doesn't know, we're linked in all of these accounts. So I have 2 expresses, and then we have 1 combine left. That's almost passed. We'll see where that's sitting at the end of this trade here. I don't know exactly where it's at. Maybe I need to wrap up spaces a little early more often and say we're still live, because it definitely brings some people over. And I think people, I think people, once they see the stream, they realize, oh shit, I like this because I can watch everything. You know what I mean? You just got to, like, people just got to get here. You know what I mean? Because I've heard that a lot. I've heard a lot of people come in chat before, and they're like, bro, I didn't even realize you're live streaming. If I'd known about this, I would be in here. You know what I mean? The delay is better. Yeah, there's not much of a delay on Twitch either. That's another thing, guys. Something to keep note of. There's like a 15-second delay, I believe, on Spaces. I don't know what it is here, but like I just read your chat, and I'm pretty sure you just sent that. Like, it's pretty close. Stream is better than Spaces 100%. Yeah. I mean, obviously, if like you don't like my style of trading or something, and you're more like somebody else's style on Spaces, obviously you probably don't want to tune into the stream. But if you're more along my style of trading, and yeah, I mean, this is the spot to be. You can see everything I'm doing rather than just listening to my voice. And then too, I mean, on the stream, I'm going to give you guys way more details on what I'm doing rather than giving Spaces that, right? Just because also there's other people on Spaces. I can't sit there and talk for an hour, right? I can sit here and talk for hours here. We just got stopped at break even, bang, break even stop loss, basically slightly in profit. Take that all day. Beautiful trade. And yeah, that's a wrap for the day, guys.